Good evening and thanks for joining us. Carly, school's starting, which means school sports are starting.
Woohoo!
So,
it's a good time of year. There's lots going on for us. We got hockey in the mix now. Struck was just out of high school football, and as you can see, college athletics getting back in the swing of things too. It's exciting.
Well, good stuff. We look forward to that. And Peter, it was a pretty nice day in the border city again. Hey?
Yes, it was. We did. We haven't hit our high yet today. We're currently at 27 degrees, which is the warmest we've been all day. Winds are from the south, gusting to 37 kilometers per hour at this time. That's keeping our temperatures warm. Across the region, similar conditions. There are a few more clouds in the Lakeland at 26 degrees, but the Battlefords has clear skies and 27. I'll have all your weather details in just a few minutes.
Two brothers accused of a murder of a 29-year-old had a court appearance today in Cold Lake. Wayne and Kenneth Machatis were arrested earlier this month for the death of Paul Scanny on Cold Lake First Nation. An autopsy showed that he died of a single gunshot wound. Wayne Machatis faces a charge of second-degree murder, while Kenneth is charged as being an accessory. The pair were found in Edmonton days after the death and have been in police custody ever since. They are scheduled to appear in court mid to late September. For the first time ever, Lakeland College's Lloydminster residence is completely full. It means that not all students have a place to live, and the school is appealing to the community to provide rental housing for the students. Robert Buffum has more.
It's a very nice place to live. You know, you only live with 8 other people, so you don't have, to scramble for space in the kitchen.
Shelby and Shawnee are moving into Lakeland College's residence, but not all students will get that chance.
We're pleased to announce that we are plumb full, no more room in the inn at this particular moment.
Dorms at Lloyd's Lakeland campus accommodate 300 students. Usually they're 70% full, but enrollment at the college has been pumped up through online marketing, in turn increasing demand for housing.
This demographic that's coming in is a lot of e-marketing, Facebook marketing, Google marketing, and so on. And so what we find is happening now, we're able to reach students from a lot further out than we used to.
Alan says the full occupancy is good for the school's bottom line.
And even when people aren't in there, we pay for light, we pay for heating. It still has to be maintained, so we still have an expense, but we just don't have the revenue. This will allow us to get closer to that break-even point.
But with classes starting in less than 2 weeks, the combination of no more rooms in res and Lloyd's housing shortage spells trouble for some students.
It's really difficult to get in anywhere right now, so I can see a lot of students being a little worried and panicked right now.
The school's appealing to the public to rent out their spare rooms as the situation gets bleak.
That's what we've been hearing from students calling in, just saying how they're pretty worried.
The resident says they have had a few people from the community come forward with offers of places for students to stay, but they do need a lot more.
Encouraging exercise in your neighbors and friends never hurt anyone, and in this next story, it actually proves to be quite rewarding. On behalf of the city and the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Saskatchewan, the Lloydminster In Motion Committee has been recognized for their efforts. Kathy Lee has the details.
Even as young as 8 years old, Eric Tiller knows the importance of exercise.
Because they give you strong muscles and that.
Physical activity is encouraged in Eric's family, and today his grandma took the gang out to one of the city's trails for a bike ride.
It keeps us young, tries to keep us young, and it's just a good way to spend time with my kids, my grandkids.
This trail in Bud Miller Park is one of 10 paved in Lloydminster, just one of the initiatives by the local In Motion Committee to promote health and wellness.
If it means promoting the trails in the community, bringing awareness around the importance of physical activity for kids in those after-school hours, getting kids and families to the facilities that we do have here, those kind of things.
You guys more than qualify for that.
Earlier this week, the committee was rewarded for their efforts with the Heart and Stroke Health Promotion Community Recognition Award.
We've been running for around 5 years in the community, so it just shows that we are finally getting a little bit more awareness in the community, and people are becoming aware of who we are and what we represent.
It's a recognition the city feels is important to highlight.
I think it is incumbent on us as leaders, as thought leaders and as elected officials, to make sure that those things that need promotion get it.
One of the committee's most proudest program is the after-school activities they have for kids, something they plan to promote and make more sustainable.
And that's with the Lloydminster Public School Board, and they're actually busing kids to the facility, and we're going to get them there twice a week instead of only one time. So that hopefully will help parents in those after-school hours with childcare and also getting them more active.
Whether it's for kids or the mature, Botel says any kind of program that promotes exercise is good for everyone.
Anything that they can do to promote physical activity, I think is top-notch, is very important.
Kathy Lee, Newcap News.
Rumors have been circulating recently that the winner of the $40 million Lotto Max jackpot is located nearby. That being said, the new multi-millionaire lives in Paradise Hill apparently. However, nothing has been officially confirmed. Newcap News headed out to the village today to see what the local residents were saying. The town was quiet and most of the people were tight-lipped about the rumors. However, a few were willing to say what they have been hearing.
I heard it was an elder lady that worked in the bar in town.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
her and her husband.
I was told last night, but I have a real bad memory for names. But I do know it's an older couple, and they are both ill, and they have 3 sons.
Some say the winner checked their ticket at Paradise Hill Rainbow Inn. However, none of the staff were willing to comment. But with all the talk of money, people on the street were thinking about what they would do if they won a big jackpot.
I'd pay all my bills off and buy myself a house in North Battleford. I'd do some traveling to New Zealand. I'd like to go see my relatives over there and go and visit my uncle in BC.
Yeah, probably clear up my debts and start a company.
Give some to my family and share the wealth a little bit and go on a great vacation and retire.